Welcome back to the Writer's Workshop. In our last episode, we went over adding any special details into our ebook, such as images, notes, or any journal entries. Today, we will be adding in front and back matter. So, let's dive on in. Alright, it is now time to add in both our front and back matter into our manuscript. This is going to consist of the about the author, any books that you have already written, any books coming out soon, all that fun stuff, as well as your copyright. So I already have a folder with all my formatting details, including my front and back matter. In here, I have a document that just keeps a hold of everything I would need to go inside our manuscript. So I'm going to go ahead and copy my copyright here and back over to our document. I'm going to want our dear reader coming up underneath the copyright. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and put some more spaces in here. Go ahead and add this in. Now do make sure that you have it in the same format. So Calibri 12 and yep, see, now we gotta change that. So come on over here and Calibri. Also gonna want to go ahead and reformat this the way we did originally. So our after 6, first line, 3, single, great. Now for me, I tend to like to go ahead and make sure that this is all centered as well. I just think that it is more aesthetically pleasing. But do make sure that it is in a layout that you like or matches the rest of your manuscript. See there, it just kind of all looks very nice and neat. Next, I want to insert my other books by. So I'm going to go ahead, create a couple extra spaces, go back to my document that has my extras in it, come over here and copy this as well. Okay, again, we're going to have to change the font that it is in. So go ahead to Calibri, and I'm just going to go ahead and match up my format as well. And I'm going to take the time to recenter everything as well. So then I just drop this down to one space, breaking up my different series. I go ahead and highlight that and bump it back to the center. Beautiful. From there would be my dear reader notes we already have. And then I'm going to come on down to the bottom of the document. Go ahead and add yourself a few extra spaces here. If you do not already have your copyright scripted or a pleasant about the author scripted, I would go ahead and pause this video and take the time to go ahead and write that out for yourself. You want to make sure that you have a pleasing about yourself, maybe even the story of how your first novel came to be. As you can see, we have that here with Alice telling the story of vampires among us flourishing while we were at lunch one day. Just like before, I showed you in our last video how to take a photo and make it black and white. So make sure if you have a picture of yourself for your author profile to go ahead and do that. Make sure it's black and white. You can go ahead and insert it here with the rest of your write-up, or you can just wait until you get on over here and do that inside your document. So again, I'm going to go ahead and highlight everything, make sure it is in the right font and formats. Now the next thing I want to do is recenter everything just to make sure everything looks pleasant. I'm going to go ahead and do that with our books coming soon. And just re-highlight the areas that you want centered and pop it back to the middle. beautiful. And you have now entered both your front and back matter into your book. Everything is looking great and in tip-top shape. Look at that. Go ahead and pat yourself on the back. You're doing so great. In our next video, we will be taking the time to go over and add in our active table of contents as well as any hyperlinks. Now, one thing I do notice here is I did not change the font size. I do want that to match the body of my text, so I'm going to go ahead and adjust that. I want to leave the also by as a little bit bigger. I do like that. So let me come back down here to the bottom and just make sure I had that in the right size. Yep. All right, everything looks good. That's going to do it for today's episode. As always, don't stop learning and never stop dreaming.